Okay guys, we're going to discuss today why the news is important to my day. And what I mean by news, I mean two things. One is the timed release of news data, news information, economic data, high impact economic data that can have an effect to swing the markets up or down, that can create volatility. That's the first bit of news. The second bit of news that I'm talking about is the general news, whether it be Sky News, CNN, Bloomberg, Reuters, whatever it is you watch, or an amalgamation of all of those things, because I want to know what's going on during the day. Yesterday, prime example, Theresa May, and I keep talking about this because it's very, very current, Brexit, she decided to delay a vote. It had a huge impact on the markets and it was unexpected. The vote is tonight, Tuesday the 11th of December, 11th of December, yesterday was the 10th. And in making that decision, it really did move the markets. Cable, pound dollar went from 127 to below 125 at one point. That's a massive, massive difference on the market, and it's going to potentially wipe out your position. It's potentially going to create so much volatility that you want to sit on the sidelines. So we are very, very safety conscious when it comes to the news. We have the data transferred from the calendars into our own calendars with a 30-minute alert. So 30 minutes ahead of that news being released, we get a ping on our phones and on our computers so that we know that high impact economic data is going to be released very, very soon. So you've got to put those safety nets in place. Why do we put those safety nets in place? Because when we didn't have them, we would miss the news sometimes, because you get distracted, a phone call happens, or you're discussing a trade, you're discussing something. Next minute, news is released and it has that impact on your day. So we put everything in the calendar and we have the TV on, Sky News, every day, so that we can see exactly what's going on. We also watch Bloomberg and we have watched Reuters as well, but we've chosen latterly to stick with Sky News because it's a UK-based news channel, covers global news, but it's also very Brexit focused, and we want to be on that at the moment so that we're not missing anything. So lots of things that can influence the news, the impact of CPI or non-farm payroll is a classic example. Probably actually latterly it's not made so much impact, but historically it's made a huge impact. The first Friday of every month, non-farm payroll, the amount of jobs gained or lost in a month, excluding the farming payroll in the United States, it can make a massive impact on USD related pairs. So you've got to watch out for that. Government decisions, new laws, taxation news, debt crisis, financial crisis, all of these things you've got to keep abreast of to know when to be in the market and when to stay out of it, stay on the sidelines. News cannot be used, in my opinion, to trade Forex effectively. There are strategies that we have used. I'll be honest with you, I've never made any real money out of it. They've been far too inconsistent and I don't like the risk-reward ratio. So I've yet to find a new strategy that really makes good, consistent profits. For me, stay out of the markets, manage your trades around those high impact news announcements so that you can protect your capital, protect your profit, and stay in the trade, or make sure you get out of the trade if you need to. You don't want to be gapped out by big impact news, because I tell you, when it moves, and it can move hundreds of points very, very quickly, depending on the pair you're looking at. The thing with the news is, it becomes a very emotive subject for a lot of people. People are waiting for that news because the market is sentiment. It's sentiment to go up, it's sentiment to go down. If it's staying flat, if it's moving sideways, it's because that sentiment is in an equal measure. Now the news can move those markets by creating that emotional feeling, especially around something as passionately debated as Brexit. So you've got to be really on it with that. It can lead to massive volatility in the short term. 30 minutes before we become aware of any news, 30 minutes afterwards we won't trade it. And if it's really big news, we wait longer, an hour or 2 hours, and we make that decision subject to what the news is. Tonight it should have been the Brexit vote. We would have at least taken a whole night off of trading those currency pairs because of the impact, the level of impact that that vote would have had. So we just want to stay icy calm, out of the markets, making sure that we are not getting tied in to that emotional trading. We're trusting our strategies and managing them, knowing when to be in and when to be out of the market. So we share that high impact news in Coffee with Steph. Make sure you join so that you are up to date and trading like a pro with all the information you need to do that. Thanks, guys.